What's going on, guys? Jonathan Page checking in here, and today I'm going to be training chest and triceps, and this is going to be somewhat of a more upper chest focused workout, and then obviously the tricep portion on the end. And I'll be sure to take you guys along with me and film the whole workout, and hopefully give you guys some tips and tricks you can do to hopefully bring up the lagging upper chest portion of our bodies and get those huge horseshoe triceps. I'll see you guys in the next clip in the gym, and hopefully we can kill it. What's going on, guys? Jonathan Page here checking in with another commentary over this chest and back workout that I did the other day. And right here on the screen you can see I'm doing some warm-ups for my rotator cuffs, some stuff for my triceps, a little bit stuff for the rear delts. And if I can't stress anything enough, guys, and this goes with all your lifts, your warm-ups are crucial. Like whether you're stretching and stuff like that, and actually your warm-up accumulation sets as well. If you're not feeling it in your warm-ups, I don't understand why people expect to think that they're going to be feeling it well during their working sets. Always make sure you're feeling that muscle tighten, you're feeling that contraction in whatever muscle group that lift tailors towards during your warm-ups. Because if you're not feeling it during your warm-ups, you're not going to feel it during your working sets. On the screen here you can see I'm just doing all those warm-ups now, stretching out my chest and getting ready for this barbell bench press. I am following a new program that I just started, and I'll talk about that a little bit more on in the video. And in this first phase, this day one of this bench program, calls for like more hypertrophy work. And for those that don't know, hypertrophy work is any rep range which is like 8 to 15 reps, focuses on mainly just pumping blood into the muscle and getting a lot of volume. On the bar here you can see that I have the 125 pounds. This is like my first working set of 10 reps, and the 95 pounds was a warm-up. Then I moved over to 140 pounds. I had to bust out the 2.5 nuts. That's just what the program called for. And as you can see on the screen right here, I'm putting chalk on my hands. And the reason I do put chalk on my hands whenever I get to a plate or more is because I really like to feel that like dryness and like the tightness that the chalk gives you. And on this set here, I only did 10 reps, just hitting these numbers that the program calls for. As we get farther into this program, it's going to be a lot heavier weights and obviously a lot less of reps because it's tailored towards strength. This right here is my top set of 145 pounds. I did this for 6 reps, and as you can see right there as I set up on the bench, I like to dig my shoulders down into the bench and make sure I keep a little bit of an arch. The jacket kind of makes it look like I'm not, just because of it falling down on the bench, but I do keep a little bit of the arch. Another thing I need to work on, which right there, as you can see, I lift my head up a little bit. I don't really want to do that much anymore. I don't really want to have any problems with straining my neck, especially in the front of the neck, so I'm going to try to keep my head down on the bench. After the barbell bench, moved over to some dumbbell incline, and dumbbell incline is a great exercise to build that lagging upper chest that many of us have. A couple of tips and tricks that I do focus on these is I bring the bench down one notch less than 45 degrees, as you can kind of see right here, because when I think that I one notch higher than this, I use a little bit too much of my front delts, and that's really not what we're focusing on here. As also you can see, I'm trying to incorporate a pause on these dumbbell inclines, and this 60-pound dumbbells, which you're going to see next clip, are going to be my top set here on these incline dumbbells. Right here, just when I was about to start the lift with these incline dumbbells, my headphone got caught, and after I bounced the dumbbells and put the headphone back in, right when I was getting ready to go, right here, oh, it just happened again. So I'm definitely going to be switching back over to my wireless headphones. And then once I was able to start this lift, it went pretty smoothly. I got a solid 7 reps here on these incline dumbbell presses with my top set at the 60 pounds. Overall, this exercise was feeling great. I'll make sure next time that I work with these 60s and hopefully be able to move on to the 65s here shortly, as I try to bring up my lagging upper chest portion of my chest. And after these incline dumbbell presses, we moved over to chest flies. And chest flies are a great exercise if you just want to build overall a roundness and volume in the chest. The main thing I would suggest focusing when you're doing this exercise is keeping your back on the pad, keeping your chest high. And what I like to do is, as you can see right here, I don't wrap my thumbs around the bar, and I grab the thicker part. It allows me to use no bicep whatsoever, and I get to squeeze my chest really hard. The main anatomy of the chest is not bringing the hands together, but bringing the elbows together. So really focus on that stretch and really focus on that squeeze at the top and that bottom of the portion. Next, we move over to the tricep of the workout, and I always started off with an overhead pressing motion, and today was the dumbbell overhead extension. Now, if you're the type of person that has like one tricep is bigger than the other, I would suggest doing this single arm, so you can work on some isometric work, which is one arm at a time. And the main thing here is just that you don't really have a solid lockout here, so I do lock out, but it's not as great of a tension as if you do this with like a rope. And I worked with the 50-pound dumbbell for my working sets, and I did, I think, 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps here on this workout, on this exercise. And then it was a great stretch, great pump in this exercise, and I will sub these out with skull crushers for my overhead pressing. From there, moved over to a great sculptor of the tricep, which is the tricep push down with the rope. Now here you want to focus like right there where you see that full extension and that lockout, really stretching out those short and long heads of the tricep. And I get a great pump with these, but the thing with this is I use a little bit less weight because I like to go in the 12 to 15 rep range. And right here you can see on this set, I would like to lean back a little bit more and try not to use too much of my chest in this involvement, as we are focusing purely on triceps. And then I also did a drop set, as you were seeing on screen here. And I stepped away from the cable, and it allowed me to keep that tension, but by lowering the weight. From there, moved over to the last exercise of the workout, and it was a great one. It was the tricep pushdowns with the straight bar. But this attachment, what I like about this attachment is it's curved a little bit, so it's not a complete straight bar, so it doesn't really affect your wrist at all. And I was able to do this one on the pad with the back pad support. But since it does have the overhanging extension, the weight does look minimal, but it adds tension because of the cable is farther away from the actual weight itself. Also here I did a drop set as well to kind of just burn out the triceps and kill it. And that was basically the end of this workout. It was a great chest and tricep workout, and I hope you guys took away some great tips and tricks, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Jonathan Paycheck checking in here, and I just wanted to do like a little video segment where I kind of explain what the direction of this channel is going, kind of like my future fitness goals, and kind of talk about the program that I mentioned in the previous clips of the gym that I've been doing. So first things first, let's talk about the future of the channel. Originally I started off, and I didn't really know the type of basis of videos I wanted to produce, but I think we should kind of build a great foundation of like a good starting point, like information that I would love to have known when I first started, and that I kind of know now from like reading a lot of articles, books and stuff like that, and just learning from other YouTubers and other videos as well. So with that said, I'm going to make probably a 3 to 5 video series that I'm going to title Phases to Fit. They're going to cover basically all the basic nutritional info you should know when starting off, training information, kind of like a good way to structure your workouts and program your workouts. That way you can have a good starting point and just kind of like grow and build from there. Next up, I want to talk about what my fitness goals are and what my future aspirations in the gym are. That way I can kind of keep myself accountable with you guys and hopefully just keep track of my progress myself. Now, I don't really think that I am tailored towards any style of lifting. I don't do powerlifting to like get stronger and not really care about size and conditioning, and I don't really do bodybuilding either or athletic things, but I kind of like hybrid those and take all 3 of those together. Now, what my future goals are in the gym is I would like to, right now I want to get leaner. I want to build, kind of knock myself down to a great foundation. That way I can build even better upon that foundation and just have a great physique that not only is strong, looks good, and is also hopefully functional. And that's another one thing, a component of lifting that I want to like be able to do. I want to do all the big 3, hopefully start learning how to do clean and jerks and other Olympic style lifting lifts in the gym. That way my strength can be used towards something great. And that's basically my future goal. Is I'd like to get lean, build a great foundation for myself. That way I can grow on that foundation. So the third thing I wanted to talk about was kind of this program that I mentioned earlier. Now, the program I'm doing is a 6-week program, and a lot of you probably already know it or have done it before. It's Johnny Candido's 6-week strength training program. And for those that don't know about Johnny Candido and his training style, he does offer these great strength training programs. He has a squat one, he has an advanced bench one, and he also has this 6-week overall strength training program that focuses on the big 3, your bench, your squat, and your deadlifts. And the bench and the squat I'm pretty familiar with. As far as the form goes, I can always make improvements on those two. The deadlift I'm completely new with. I've never consistently done the deadlift like week after week and on a good regimen. And so this is going to be a great experiment for me to learn and just perfect the form of the deadlift. That way I can grow the strength of my deadlift. Well, that's going to conclude today's video. And the next video I want to make for you guys is what I found really useful. So I want to make a video explaining 5 great easy meals for college students to bring on campus. So keep an eye and look out for that. And that one will be hopefully coming up soon. And I hope you guys like the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.